Gentlemen, you guys know all I want for you is to win. That's why I'm the only guy on here who will give you the advice I do, give you the game I do for free, and not ask for anything in return. And some of my videos can be long-winded, and I think that's why you guys follow. I think that's why I'm starting to get such a consistent audience every time. But this one is going to be a little bit more concise and to the point. So for you guys who might have some cooked attention spans or whatever, I'm not hating on you, but this is going to be the quickest way to turn around your gym progress that I found in my years of lifting. You know, what have I done that made shit take forever, and what have I done that sped up the process and made me enjoy it more and build more of a passion, you know? This video in particular is about a principle that I live and die by at this point. I've been lifting for almost 6 years already, and this principle alone has already saved me so much time. Maybe a year or two, like fully, I've been saved. And to get right into it and not make you guys wait, I want to talk about something that I call simplification, or to coin it in a trendy way that you guys might understand, simple maxing, right? You know, we have looks of maxing, we got, you know, all these maxings, we got simple maxing, right? Think about it this way. And for you guys who see me on Instagram, I made a reel about this too that had some decent traction, but think about how productive, how optimal people operated 50 to 60 years ago. I'm talking 70s, 80s, even in the 60s, because you have to understand, to run a business, to start making progress in the gym, for example, if you wanted to, you know, learn the best bicep workout for hypertrophic reasons, for hypertrophy, right? You wanted to learn the best, most optimal way to do it so you're not wasting your time. You know, like building muscular endurance instead of size, right? What did you have to do? You had to either know somebody who had actual good information, which is hard because it's a very subjective answer, right? You need literature to back up your answer. So you either had to know somebody who's been lifting for a long time who give you actual good advice, and God forbid you get some bad advice, because that will take away months of progress. Or what you had to do, you didn't have Google, you had to go to the fucking library and ask the librarian, like, where the certain gym, where's the B for biceps in the library? Boom, okay, then you had to search for the book. Then you had to make sure it wasn't some bullcrap sales book. You had to make sure it was actual good literature written by a reputable person. Then you had to read it. Then you had to find the page. And it would take hours just for you to get that answer, like an actual science-based answer. When nowadays, what you can do is just Google, you know, what's the best bicep exercise for hypertrophy? Boom, you have PubMed studies, you got Mayo Clinic, you got fucking Gold's Gym. You have all these places that have these differing opinions that have the literature to back up what they believe. And then you can go say, boom, okay, what is Chris Bumstead? He's got big biceps. What does he think it is? Okay, boom, that actually lines up with this literature. Okay, boom, this is what I'm going to do. In 5 minutes, you have the most expert opinion possible plus science-based literature for you to actually, you know, gain something, for you to actually get something out of your time. And to think that people were, I mean, there's people in the 80s that are 10 times more jacked than even I am, right? And, you know, we're not going to get into the natural or not conversation. I'm completely natural, so of course, and a lot of you guys are too, but that's not the purpose, right? The purpose is like, the amount of work that I had to put in to get the results that I can get was 10 times more. So why isn't it, you know, that in life and in working out, and for me in my YouTube channel and business, and I can relate that to you guys through working out as well, but why is it that, you know, you don't see more guys that are really leveling up, really winning in life? I mean, it seems like our generation is it's very soft, we're full of a bunch of losers, right? And that's why I have the passion to make these videos, right? And that's why you guys watch me. But how can we capitalize on all this infrastructure and all this technology we have to actually skyrocket our progress? Because if we even applied a third, a half, 3/4, the full amount of work ethic they had 50, 60 years ago, you know, we would have 10 times the results. You know, you can ask ChatGPT anything you want, right? That's why if you have a fitness coach and he just tells you that's bicep exercise, bro, you just paid $3,000. ChatGPT could have helped you. And I'm saying that as a fitness coach myself, but I understand that I teach my guys in a different way. That's neither here nor there. The point is, we have all these resources, all these things at our fingertips, at our disposal that we can use to absolutely skyrocket the progress in our lives. But how can we implement that? How can I wake up one day and have an actual productive day full of work ethic with all this comfort surrounding us? And that's where simple maxing comes in. If you live life, like at least for half of your day, like pretend like you don't even have a smartphone with social media, TikTok and Instagram. Pretend like you don't even have that, right? And I'm going somewhere with this, I promise, but like what would you be doing different? And that will help you internalize how easy you actually have it and how little work you have to put in to get good results. When you can combine that positive belief, right? Because that's going to make you think like, damn, I can achieve it, bro. It's so easy for me. And then you combine that with good guidance. You can combine that with, I think I give pretty good fucking advice on my YouTube because I'm actually the only guy who authentically documents my journey and pushes the energy to you guys. Nobody else does it like me. Not to be egotistical, but go check out my videos, right? If you haven't already. But the point is, something that, things that I like to do are very simple. The things that push me the furthest the most are simple. Number one is eliminating distractions. Eliminating bullshit. Eliminating 8 hours of music a day and maybe doing, like a lot of, you'd be surprised how often's an AirPod in your ear you listen to Spotify. You're doing it at work, at the gym, on your way to work, on your way home, before bed, when you get up, in the shower. You go check like Spotify or Apple Music. Go check that shit, It's insane. Maybe have some silence for a couple hours per day where you can actually develop your thoughts. Something else I like to do is journal on pen and paper. This is the single most thing that has changed my life for the better. This is what's allowed me to cut on my diet, right? So, fucking consistently hit 200 grams of protein and only 2,100 calories per day, which takes a lot of effort, and track them, right? Do that and make a YouTube video every single day for you guys. Constantly study and master my content while having a job, being a student in college, and going to the gym every single day. Journaling is what has gotten me there because you learn to optimize your time. If you give yourself, this is something I do, this is a piece of my journaling method. You give yourself 5 needle moving tasks, 5 things that must be done to push you forward to your overarching goal. Let's say your goal is to build 20 pounds of muscle. Okay, what are 5 things you could do that day? So you write them down right before you go to bed. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to, I'm going to drink 2 scoops of protein. So, because I might go out to eat so I can get, a better calorie to protein ratio. That's what I'm going to do. 2 scoop protein shake in the morning. Check. Boom. Number 2, I'm going to go to the grocery store and buy, 3-pound chuck roast. So I have 6 steaks throughout the week. Boom. Okay. Boom. Check. Okay. I'm going to hit my lift with the utmost intensity and, do it with no music in my ear. Okay. Boom. Okay. That's 3 already. You got a couple more. You could have 5, right? When you wake up the next morning and you look at your journal and you say, wow, this is much simpler than ideating different things I could do, like waking up thinking, okay, what do I got to do? Do I got to do this or I got to do that? I fucking woke up late. I can't do this. No. You have 5 things to accomplish today. It's a matter of, are you going to do them or are you going to be a bitch? Are you going to get rid of your man titties and build some pecs or are you going to keep your man titties? You either check it off at the end of the day or you don't. It's that simple maxing. And that's what gave people the productivity back in the day. You fucking try to go to the gym for 10, 20 minutes, and I used to do this too, right? I'm not trying to make fun of you guys, but you're scrolling on your phone in the first 20 minutes of your workout. That didn't exist back then. That did not exist. It takes full you have to be scrolling. Some people scroll while they are doing their sets, which is ridiculous. It pisses me off. Or when people are in the bathroom taking a piss in the urinal and they're fucking on their phone while they're pissing. Get the fuck out of here, bro. If you're doing that, you're never going to stick in the gym because you need that constant stimulation just to hit a lift. That's bullshit, bro. Simplify what you're doing, okay? Calm down a little bit. Okay, you don't need pre-workout and constant scrolling and insane loud music and no. You're overcomplicating it. All you need is a plan. All you need is a structure. I will hit my lift today. Check. I will hit my lift today and not scroll the whole time. Check. Simple. Simplify. You don't have to fucking go to the library to look up the best bicep workout and the best journaling technique. You have it at your fingertips. at your fingertips. Yet most people still get mogged by their fathers, their grandfathers, because they work 10 times as hard for like a fifth of the results. And you would, if you just gave your all every day, found a good mentor who can teach you, right? Found a good person who can actually give you real advice. If you want to talk to me, book a call me down below. I'm not trying to sell you. I got plenty of free shit. But if you've been watching my shit for a while, what are you waiting for? But you have all these resources at your fingertips. You can't combine that and give it your all for 6 months, for 3 months, 6 weeks. Give it your all for 6 weeks, you're going to be hooked. You're going to be addicted. You think you're going to give it your all for 6 weeks and then want to give up after that? Not if you eliminate the comfort. Not if you kill that old version of yourself, end completely that old version of yourself, recreate yourself into somebody new. 6 weeks down the road, you'll be an entire different person. You may not have all the results, but the results aren't important. You becoming the man who deserves the result is what's important. And if you simplify your life, take less steps to get more of a goal, because the world today wants you to be fucking soft and controllable. You simplify your life, eliminate that bullshit, become an actual hard, dominant fucking man who can walk into the gym and look people in the eye and shake a girl's hand for the first time when you're introducing yourself, and actually like not fucking shake and think of what to say. You could just be you if you actually took yourself, your body, your mind seriously, simplified everything, didn't give yourself this crazy ADHD that 70% of the population has. You fucking just calm down, you would change your life. And that's what we are doing every single day, is changing our lives. That's why I'm building the greatest school community of all time, of people who are stuck living in this soft, comfortable world. And we're changing our lives. We're going back to how life should be. One person at a time. Because we can only control what we can control. And if I can control 1% of that and inspire 1% of people, I'll fucking do it. I'll give my life to doing it. And you guys know it. You guys know it, because if I didn't think that way, I wouldn't post every single day. And I wouldn't hit the gym every single day. I wouldn't hit my macros every single day. You know how I work. No cheat days, no rest days, no bullshit. We're living life out here. I love each and every one of you guys. Remember, implement this or it is useless. God bless you guys for watching. Good luck and have an amazing and productive rest of your day. God bless.